Hey everybody, my name is Kathryn and I am a teen programmer at Bullitt County Public Library. Today I am going to be showing you how to do a simple little craft that can be done with things that you find in your home, and it is in honor of National Poetry Month, which starts in April. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be taking words from magazines and newspapers and that type of thing and gluing them down onto a piece of paper to create poems. So before we get started, let me just show you all of the supplies that I have that you will need. So I have this piece of paper. It's just a white piece of paper. It's from Sketchpad. You can use printer paper or even colored construction paper. It doesn't really matter, just as long as it's something you can glue onto. And then I have an old magazine, just, for cutting words out of and that type of thing. You can use newspapers. You can even use old ads and that type of thing that you get in your junk mail, just anything that you have laying around your house that you don't need anymore. And then I just have a pair of scissors and some Elmer's glue. You can use whatever glue you have. This is just what I have. So I think that's everything we need. Let's go ahead and get started. The first thing you want to do after grabbing your magazine is to grab your scissors and to start flipping through, looking for anything you think might be an interesting word. As you can see, I've already done that pretty extensively through here, and just go ahead and cut it out and put it someplace that you'll be able to remember it. Like, for example, I decided that I was going to cut out the word sun, so I went ahead and snipped it, and then you just go ahead and boop, and then toss it down into your word bank. You can cut it to be a little bit more even if you want. I'm feeling a little lazy today, so it's just going in my bank like that right now. And you'll want to make sure you have plenty of things. Magazines are good for that because they have tons of words everywhere. And then if you want some of the smaller words like and is, those will be helpful for making your poem too, but I would focus on cutting out words that seem interesting to you that might have interesting implications for your poetry. Okay, so now that you have your words cut out, like I have done here, your next step is to take your piece of white paper or whatever paper you have and to go ahead and lay out the words that you have chosen to make your poem. And feel free to take all of the time you need. As you can see, I cut out way too many words, but I ended up needing words from different sources and that type of thing to make my poem interesting. And feel free to move them around as much as you want and play with them. As you can see, I haven't glued them down yet, so I could very easily move them and change them before I glue them down. And so your next step is to glue them down. So what I'm doing is just putting a little bit of glue on the back of each word and just kind of sticking it lightly down onto my paper. As you can see, the edges of mine are kind of curling up a little bit, and that's because I'm using a wet glue rather than a glue stick. So if you do have something like what I have here, you might want to consider going back in and sort of sticking your edges down once the initial glue dries. But I'm just kind of taking like a little pin or something. You can use anything. You can even use your hands. Just kind of like tapping along the glue to sort of get your word to stick in place. And then, like I said, your edges will probably curl up if you're using glue like mine, like we have on our little friend Balance down here. So you can just kind of tap a little bit more glue underneath him and stick him down like that. And I'll do that over the course of this drying to kind of keep it from looking too bad. It's just the magazine paper is really thin, so combined with something like glue, it does curl up a little bit, but that is okay. Once you have glued your poem down, you are good to go. You're just waiting for it to dry at this point. If you want to kick it up a notch and you have some art supplies laying around the house, feel free to draw all around the edges of your poem or to decorate it in any way, shape, or form. I think that could be really cool. I'm not very artistic, so I'm going to leave mine exactly like it is, but I hope you guys enjoyed this. So to conclude, I did want to give you guys a dramatic reading of my poem. So here we go. It's entitled Answers. Fresh cautions command balance with new eclectic judgment. Dream free with golden distance to reach important moments. Trust truth forever. Be changed now. And that is by me, so please do not steal my poem and post it online without crediting me. I'm very partial to my work. I'm obviously joking, guys. This is just for fun, so I hope you guys have had some fun killing time with it. And again, thank you for watching, and I really hope you enjoy the craft.